Okay, let's go back then to some of our problems from the previous weeks. So we've already done the first one, accepting the string beginning, or the string 101, that is the language of strings containing a single string, 101. How about the language of all strings beginning with 101? Well, the regular expression for that, you can guess, is going to begin with 101. And then after that, we basically just have to say anything after that is good, which we can do, for example, by saying 0 plus 1 star. And so as long as it begins with 101, we can concatenate any string at all out of the same alphabet onto that. I can also write that as so 0 plus 1 closure is actually equal to 0 closure, 1 closure, all closed. Because both of them actually say, look, each time through this star, here I'm saying I can pick up a 0 or a 1, and so since I can do that 0 or more times, I can pick up any arbitrary combination of zeros and ones. Here I'm saying you can take any number of zeros, any number of ones, including possibly 0 for either of those, and do that any number of times. It still amounts to an arbitrary mix of zeros and ones. Which of those you use, I like this first form generally. It strikes me as more intuitive, but when you get into larger alphabets, sometimes the second form winds up being more compact. Well, you can almost guess then what all strings ending with 101 is going to look like. Instead of having 101 in the beginning, we're still going to have 101, but now it's going to be at the end, and that can be preceded by any combination of zeros and ones. If you remember what our automata looked like for some of these, that sort of mirrors, I didn't load that one in, but here, for example, is our, let's bring it up. There we go. Here's our automata for strings beginning with 101. You can see that even the automaton has sort of the same structure because it's 101 followed by any combination of zeros and ones. It should not be surprising that in many cases the automata are going to match up closely to the structure of the regular expression itself, because actually we've kind of got a theorem to that says that that can happen. All strings containing 101 is sort of a combination of those two. We can start with any combination of zeros and ones. We have to have a 101 in there somewhere. And then if we see it, it can be followed by any combination of zeros and ones.